eye-opener, them angry Dems. It's odd that the Democrats demand evidence of fraud from Elon Musk and Donald Trump while they have not offered any knowledge of our tax dollars being spent properly. In other words, why haven't Democrats provided audits showing that our money hasn't been wasted for decades? We've seen the outcome of establishment leadership, and it all implies fraud, waste, and corruption. But the establishment has never sought to prove to the public that it isn't. They've said our money was being spent properly as we've gotten poorer, but they've never shown us the books that actually prove this. And now they're protesting Trump and Musk, and they are doing so with so much more zeal than they've exhibited in the past. Democrats are cursing, using slurs, and arguing with shaky voices. I'm looking at you, Elizabeth Warren. Just listen to her voice crack as she complains about the same type of audit she supported years ago. Why would she be so opposed to something she once claimed as being necessary? I wonder if her being worth $12 million today swayed her views on audits. Now, I'm not saying Trump is the answer to all of our problems because I do believe he and his cohorts will benefit from his presidency. I am, however, urging everyone to examine the laws that have negatively impacted the United States the most over the past 50 years so you can see that those impacting the majority most were put in place by Democrats, especially during Bill Clinton's presidency. The repeal of Glass-Steagall, the 1994 crime bill that Biden wrote. For decades, news pundits have claimed that Republicans want to get rid of Social Security, and this may be true, but few, if any, report on the fact that Bill Clinton, with the help of Newt Gingrich, planned to drastically change Social Security. And fewer still report that the only reason those two didn't put forth that plan was because the Monica Lewinsky scandal broke the day they were going to announce their changes. Now, the Republicans have been terrible as well. The Bush's wars in Iraq, for example. There are plenty of people reporting and complaining about our leaders and their failures. How many are offering or even pointing to any solutions? The book, Solutions. Enough complaining. Let's Fix America. Chris Osman does and can be found on Amazon or at www.mikesonsentertainment.com/books. To find out other ways you're being screwed by your current leaders, check out the posts on this blog daily. Learn about the biggest and worst issues that America and its people face today. You can also check into this blog daily to hear about those issues that America and its people will face in the near and distant future. If, however, you would like to discover possible solutions to either mitigate the worst impacts of these issues or solutions to avoid them altogether, keep listening. The problems we face are not as complicated as so many leaders and news reports claim. They are man-made and are only claimed as complicated so those who are responsible can maintain control. For example, there is a persistent argument that moving government is like turning a cruise ship around. It is supposedly a long process that can only be achieved incrementally. While this may be true for laws and policies that benefit the majority of Americans, it does not seem to be so for that smallest of American minorities. When one examines the policies and laws that benefit that minority known as the elite or the rich, the speed at which those laws are passed is exponentially faster. While most of us sit on the deck chairs waiting for the Titanic to avoid the myriad of icebergs of which we seem to continually run afoul, the elite ride comfortably in speedboats. If, according to our Constitution, all men are created equal, why do the rich live quite different lives than the rest of us? Where is our speedboat? In 2018, Chris Osman wrote a book highlighting the problems humanity would face if more power, wealth, and control were funneled to a small group of individuals, groups, or organizations. In that book, Mr. Osman provided solutions, from himself and others, to the inevitable problems we would all face. In it, he also provided a means for the public to analyze, compare, and contrast the words and deeds of those we've chosen to follow against our real-world experiences. To this end, Mr. Osman provides the means for readers to disseminate information as provided by their news sources of choice, their elected officials, and any other authority they choose to follow. The book, titled Solutions, Enough Complaining, Let's Fix America, offers a means to hold leaders up, not just to a higher standard than is currently accepted, but to one that will improve lives. Me think the Dems doth protest too much? Click the link below and get your copy of Solutions today.